The Senate may have started the process to reopen the government, but the travel industry could take weeks to bounce back. Thousands of flights were canceled and delayed over the weekend, and that is continuing this morning as well. Joining us right now is the points guy, Brian Kelly, to maybe give us a little advice on what to do if you are planning or hoping to travel. How bad out there is it, Brian?
It's pretty bad right now. More than 50% of flights were delayed or canceled yesterday of the major U.S. carriers. I mean, we're hearing horror stories, 50 planes in line to take off at LaGuardia, and then at the last minute, crews timing out. So this is a situation where, there's several airlines on the verge of a meltdown like we've seen in the past, just because their crews are timing out, planes aren't where they need to be. The air travel system is so interconnected. So they're doing their best, but especially with any other weather that comes in, it could really spiral things for the next week or so.
I mean, you're basically telling me, I was supposed to be on a flight this morning, a 6 a.m. flight. It got canceled just after 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And by the way, there wasn't a notice that came out. I noticed it on the app before the notification came out. What are you telling people who are supposed to be traveling, other than just don't do it?
Yeah, if you have to travel, just be proactive. There's a great app called Flighty, and Flighty actually pulls in air traffic control data. Often they'll alert you before the airline does. The airline email systems are overwhelmed. So in your case and many others, your flight may be canceled, but don't assume the airline is going to even notify you, let alone rebook you. Often you have to go in and
all the other flights are on standby, so you're not getting another seat.
Correct. So yeah, you got to pack your patience this week. But if you don't want to travel, don't take a voucher. Take the full refund. DOT rules, even if it's for the shutdown, take the refund because, cash is better than any airline voucher.
Flighty better than FlightAware? I've actually thought about subscribing, but it's a paid app, right?
Flighty is good. Flighty is for aviation geeks. It'll tell you if you've ever ridden on that plane before. They're rolling out a ton of new features. They're definitely the one innovating. FlightAware hasn't even been posting on Twitter during this whole debacle. Flighty on X is amazing.
Okay. I'm moving to Flighty.
Brian, how bad are the ripple effects, the impacts? Like, how long does this last? Let's assume they get a deal worked out by the end of this week. If that's the case, what will that mean for travel as you get towards the Thanksgiving holiday?
Yeah, so hopefully I would say it's going to be a full week before things get back to almost normal. But
after they reopen.
After they, reopen. But remember, air traffic controllers and TSA agents still aren't getting paid for another month. So, we're still going to have call-outs. We're going to still have issues.
Wait, they're not going to be able, even if they reopen the government,
correct,
the way
the processing and everything like that. So there's still a lot of strain on air traffic controllers. And, we're also still 4,000 short. And this shutdown certainly, did not help with training. So it's going to be a while before we're back to normal. So, but for those flying internationally, I wouldn't worry as much. But, just check your apps and stay ahead of the game.
I know some of your advice is if it's a 10 or 12-hour drive, you should drive instead of flying. But that's probably not practical for a lot of business travel in this country. People do one-day flights even to the West Coast.
Look, it's not complete chaos. Many flights are still going out on time, certain airports.
It's complete chaos if you expect to have it happen the way you are anticipating.
And I couldn't believe Frontier CEO actually recommended. I come on shows like this, and I always say book a secondary option on another airline, especially using your points. If you've got points, book a backup flight, because you can cancel and get your points back free of charge up until departure. And the Frontier Airlines CEO actually came out last week and said, you know what? I actually recommend people doing that, making speculative bookings.
9, 10, 11 hours. Not pleasant, but doable. New York to L.A.
Right,
impossible. You can't get there. I just looked, Greyhound from New York to if you get a chance to do it, you really need to do it. 64 hours.
Yeah. But luckily,
on a bus.
Those transcontinental flights, the airlines, those are the bread and butter.
Those are the ones where they have to do it.
They're still going up, but you're still going to be delayed. And this is what go to the bathroom before the plane takes off for a taxiway, especially at LaGuardia and JFK, because it's 2-3 hour wait times, and they will scream at you
if you get up out of your seat.
If you get up. So, and even before you land, go to the bathroom, because what's happening at a lot of airports, you'll wait for 2 hours to get a gate once you land.
This is news you can use, folks.
Take snacks, take water.
What if you go to the bathroom, but 2 to 3 hours is not going to matter?
Right.
Yeah,
even if you did go to the bathroom, you're still going to have. There are people. I've got friends that 2 to 3 hours is not. Yeah, I know people.
People are joking of getting depends. It's an option.
Depends.
I mean, that's the type of stuff where you anticipate it. That just dissuades people from.
When they fill
especially with kids. If you're traveling with kids, this week I would.
You're traveling with kids if you're traveling for business. I mean, getting back to it, you cannot plan a business trip.
And for sure, take Amtrak on the East Coast when you can. Just take Amtrak.
Always good.
It's pretty booked.
Yeah.
Can we discuss one thing that kills me on all flights? Wi-Fi and being able to use your phone while on the ground.
Yeah.
For 6 hours.
So the question is, oftentimes you pay for Wi-Fi and then it doesn't work. Delta, you don't pay, I don't think.
Yeah, no.
But a lot of the others you do, and then it doesn't work.
You're at 10,000 feet.
No, sometimes it doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
And then the question is, should you be trying to get a refund for
Absolutely.
that?
Always just do the refund. You know, even when you're staying at hotels and they have those bogus fees, always just submit. You can submit in the app for a refund of a resort fee. But I will say,
In what app can you?
No, in the hotel apps.
in the
if you
hotels,
stay and they're charging you $20 a day for use of the business center, you can always just request a refund. But I will say, I had Starlink recently on Qatar Airways. United is rolling out. It's unbelievable.
and
Faster
it
than
works
most
on the ground
hotel
too,
Wi-Fi.
apparently.
Yeah. So
you don't have to wait till you get to 10,000
better days
feet.
are coming, but it's the airlines. It'll take years before most planes actually have fast.
Did you know that it's not aluminum, but it's the composite flights that when you're on the ground, you ever notice when you're trying to use your phone on the ground, just like even trying to do an email or something, and it doesn't work, and you're like, why can't I get a signal even though I'm on the ground? And like,
shut it down,
It's because the composite...
787s, particularly, that plane blocks a lot of the signal.
I wondered what that was.
Yeah.
I thought they were just doing it, throttling it on purpose.
Even if you turn off your Wi-Fi,
Are you traveling right now at all, Brian?
This week I'm not, but this next weekend I'm flying internationally, going to Peru, so it's a late evening flight, so I'm hoping it goes off without a hitch. Most international flights have been going off, so. But for people who are, I think Thanksgiving travel, it should calm down, but I just tell people, don't panic. Things are changing rapidly. Hopefully the airlines will get it back together, but it's going to be bumpy for at least another week and a half.